it's Laura. I am back with another haul video from the attic of my friends who are moving out of their childhood home. Bunch of 70s, 80s stuff. So I'm going to go through a whole bunch of stuff here. The first lot of items I'm going to go through is some men's suits. There's not that many of them, but we'll start off there. I don't really know how to deal with the men's suits, and these are all very filthy, but they're cool, so we're going to give it a shot. So I've got this Pierre Cardin window pane, like wide lapel. It's got double vents at the back. So that's pretty cool. And I'm not going to be able to get away with just dry cleaning these things. Oh, this tag is, look at that. I love that. These are just too filthy. You'll see some of them in a minute too. The pants have this neat little cuffed hem. You can see obviously dirty, but that's not even dirty compared to a lot of what's going on here. This one is very bad. It's got this giant stain on the arm, but that makes this a good experimentation piece for me. I watched a YouTube video that was talking about washing men's suits just in the washing machine. So he goes through this whole thing of like folding them up a particular way and putting them in like a lingerie bag. So to like protect them. So that's like something I could try. This is part of that suit. What is this stuff called? Do you guys know? It's not houndstooth. I mean, it's partially houndstooth, like there's like different patterns, pardon my manicure, but it's like window pane. I don't know. I'm sure there's like a Glen Plaid. Is that it? I don't know. I feel like there's a name for this stuff. I don't know what it is. Anyway, and so, you know, there's some polyester suits that I think will be a little bit more forgiving if I try to wash them in the machine. What is this? It's like there's a belt loop attached to the inside of the pants. Maybe that's what it is. Is it a spare belt loop? Did they used to put spare belt loops like if you had spare buttons? That is incredible. I don't remember ever seeing that in a suit before. I used to work at a men's clothing store in like high school and college, so I know some terminology, but I don't do men's suits typically. I'm obviously going to be doing some if any of these can come clean, but this one I think is polyester. Yeah, it feels like it for sure. And this one's fully lined in the jacket. A lot of them are not. This also has a vest, little 3-piece number. This looks like it's got some weird color fading, but that's also, no, I think that's my camera. The color lighting situation with iPhone cameras, it's like, it just does what it wants, you know? Insane and frustrating. Anyway, plain pants. This suit is cool. I feel like I'm all over the place with my tangents or something. Look at the, let me see, can you see it? Look at the texture on this, kind of. There we go, look at this. Okay, it's really cool texture. This also feels like polyester. Pretty wide lapels, which is amazing. Not fully lined. So these will be fun to play around with. We'll see what we can do as far as getting some of these cleaned and sold. I don't know how I'm going to sell them yet. I have enough quantity that I could do them in a whatnot show, but they're all the same size. So unless one person came and wanted all the suits in my show, it's probably better if I do them on eBay or Etsy. This one I love, but these white spots are moth holes. And so I mean, it's Pierre Cardin, but I don't see this. Like, oh, there's moth holes in the sleeve too. Yeah. So I don't know. I mean, it's a great jacket. I love the lapels. We'll see what happens. It's got a vest, so adorable, and the pants, of course. So like the vest and pants are probably, I don't know if they have holes too, but they don't seem to so far. They're probably good to go on their own. The jacket, I don't know. I'm not going to pay to reweave things. It's just not, you know, not worth it. This suit I love. Also polyester. And it's hard to see. Look at that stitching detail on the, right? Can you guys see it? I feel like it's so dark. But it's so cool. Look at that, man. It's awesome. So, you know, the good thing with polyester, no moth holes. Oh, and the cuffs, wait, look. Look at the sleeve cuffs, that's cool too. So that's the jacket. And it's got, you know, pants. They're just pants. Some of them like seem like maybe they're a little bit wide-legged, but nothing super not super flary. This looks like it's just maybe a coat, like a jacket coat, not a sport coat. It's just a little heavier. Green wool. Let's see. This one is filthy, but it's pretty cool. It's a corduroy suit, 3-piece corduroy suit. So, but obviously it needs to be washed because it's gross. Like, you look at how nasty. And these are like, I mean, they were all like hung up, but it's just in a beam across the attic, and it was just all open. Most of these were not in any kind of like dry cleaner bags or anything like that. So, let me see. And then the pants, corduroy pants, which these look a little bit more wide-legged, flared. And there's a big hem here too. I wonder if this dude was a little short. No, but it's cut, so I can't take it down. Whatever. Okay, so those are the suits. That was a short part, right? So I do have 2 other bags here. So we'll see how we do and what we have. All right, this is a woman's dress, just a yellow dress, probably Ralph Lauren polo, I would guess, just based on the way the tag looks, but of course I can't tell for sure. And, oh, yeah, there we go. Polo Ralph Lauren. Probably had a blue belt with it, but it's MIA. And let's see, what I'm trying to do is sort things into what needs to be soaked and what can just be thrown through a regular wash cycle. This has a dry cleaner tag on it, but obviously I'm not dry cleaning. This is cotton. I'm not dry cleaning. Probably anything. But let me see. Sorry. Garbage. Okay. I think this can just do regular wash, which would be really nice. It's a nice heavy cotton and it's pretty yellow. I think we have a candidate for just plain old washing machine. I love that. All right, there's a lot of sweaters in here. And a lot of these might not be. So this one, filthy giant chunks of filth. Very cute green. Feels like it's probably cashmere, but giant holes down here. So, so something like this, if there are not holes elsewhere, like that's a pretty big hole and it's a pretty big filthy spot on the back, right? So I know that some people sell cashmere to like, oh my gosh, what happened to this? It's like a shaped, you know, some people sell cashmere for like crafting lots and things like that, but this is so dirty that I don't know that I'm going to do that. Or, you know, any kind of sweaters, but let's see. And if it doesn't have a label calling it cashmere, there's also, oh, there we go. Oh, Darlene, so cute. Angelon. So this is Angora, lamb's wool, and nylon blend. So, you know, what I could do with this, if that's the only damage on the bottom, is I can kind of cut the bottom off and maybe try and stitch it up and see if it could be turned into a cute little cropped sweater. There's a lot of this pilling kind of crap going on. And so some of that could be like little moth larvae, you know, like when they casings kind of thing. So I have to see if there's holes throughout the rest of this. This might not be salvageable, but we'll see. Other than that though, yeah, I don't know. Those I'll probably try and like hand wash, maybe delicate cycle wash. We'll see. This is just a brown corduroy skirt, which looks like it might also be a candidate for the plain old washing machine, which would be really lovely. It's already starting to kill me. It says dry clean only. It's corduroy. I am not dry cleaning it. Sorry, I'm just trying to double check and make sure that we don't have any giant crazy stains. But it looks pretty good. So I think we're going to washing machine that too. Yay. All right, let's see. Another sweater. And it's pretty filthy, but I don't see any obvious holes. Also, this is like the kind of filthy that maybe is not going to come clean. I'm not sure. It's grungy. Let's see if it has a tag. It does not. This could be hand knit too. There's a lot of hand knit stuff. So anyway, that we'll just try and wash, see what happens. This is, oh, very dirty. It's got like detritus on it. So just a heavier Ellen Tracy skirt. It feels like linen, could be cotton. Let's see if there's a fiber content tag. It's got nice pleating to it. It seems like it's, again, like washing machine kind of dirty, not soak in 74 baths kind of dirty. I do not see a fiber content tag, which is annoying, but we're gonna see what we can do with that washing machine wise. Another plain red skirt, cotton tiered, that's cute. Also seems like a candidate for just a plain old washing machine. There was a whole bunch of stuff that was in like this wardrobe closet, so it's still like stanky and, you know, has stuff going on. There were definitely some squirrels hanging out in that attic, but the stuff in the wardrobe was a little bit more protected. So this doesn't have the brand in it. It was cut off. I don't know. Well, anyway, doesn't matter. Cotton, red cotton skirt. Machine washable. Yes. Yes. What is this? This looks like, this is cool. I remember this. It's a sweater. Maybe hand knit. Look at that, man. I love this. And that's on both sides. So this is one that I definitely, you know, it's got some stuff going on. It does have some holes though. So we'll have to see, like, right? So stuff like that, I might try and just stitch up myself. Depends on how much is going on. And also, you know, usually after you wash stuff in whatever way, like this, I'd probably try and hand wash because I don't know if that stuff's going to run. But, you know, some of the holes kind of get bigger once you've washed it. So it could be problematic there. This looks like it's got a ton of little moth nibbles, and this is probably just trash. Yeah, this has got a lot going on. So I'm just going to, this cannot be saved in my opinion. Tons of little holes. So let's see who it was though. Oh my goodness, Rizzo, thank you. Craig Creeley. There's some other pieces from that brand in this collection, but, oh, easy. Sorry, I'm getting caught on stuff. Okay. What is this? This is another cotton, another red skirt, also cotton. I know business. Cotton. And again, looks like it's easily machine washed. Some of these too, like I may wash these and donate a bunch of these. It's not quite my jam for Etsy and eBay. I feel like they're not going to sell. And I mean, some of them, I don't know, like a red cotton skirt, I don't think it's going to sell for enough to justify all the modeling and all that kind of garbage. So I may just wash it and donate it. I could try and sell it on Whatnot, but it's a little rough because they're all so small. All of these skirts are like 26-inch waist. So again, unless I have a show where everybody is like extra small and likes plain red skirts, you know. So this is adorable. And this is another one of these handmade skirts. So it's got that waistband that we've seen a few times in some of these videos, right? And it's got pockets, very cute. Again, they are all the same size, but these are fun. And I've been sticking them in shows here and there. This one, I think it could probably use more of a soak, but we'll see. Maybe I'll soak that and see what happens. What is this? Another handmade skirt in a cute little print. Oh, I think it's, maybe not. No, not a handmade one, but so black and white, navy, maybe it's navy and white. I think it does need a soak. We've got some yellow spots here. So we'll have to see how this comes out. But it's worth a shot, right? Especially since a lot of the soaking I'm doing in big batches. This is cute. Yay. What is this? This is another handmade one. And I really like the little color scheme that they've got going on. So it's got a little gunny sacks kind of look to it. Right? With that, how cute. And then it's got that, you know, that shaped waistband again and some ties. You can see here, we're going to need some soaking. So we'll put that in our soak pile. This video is going so fast. How am I only at 15 minutes? I'm glad I got extra bags of stuff. I have a third bag. Let's see, a little denim skirt, very cute. I think, so all right, so this brand I think is like kind of a big deal. Now, I don't know that this skirt will be because it's, you know, so it's BIS. I don't know if it's Biz, but this is just a plain denim prairie style skirt, so it's not going to be like, you know, a $200 skirt, but I love that. It's so cool. Ah, it's adorable. This was also dry cleaned, which again, we're not doing. I think that we can just machine wash. I mean, we can machine wash it. I don't think it needs soaking. Just double check. Yeah, okay, cool. Yay. Got a fun little button there. Here. All right, let's see. This is fun. This is a fun bag. Another, is this, nope, this is not handmade, but just another cute little skirt, floral, pretty green. Let's see. And the brand, I don't know if there's a brand, it's got just some very basic tag there. This is cute. And I don't think it needs soaking, which would be amazing. Okay, cool. Yay. This is obviously some kind of belt. It goes to a skirt or a dress. I see the rest of it in here. I'm just checking this to make sure it's not disgusting. All right, that one's okay. Let's see, what do we have? Skirt or dress? Looks like a skirt. This is cute. Oh, ah, adorable. Who made you? Do we know? I don't see a brand tag in here yet. Let me just check it for nastiness. Looks like we're safe to machine wash this as well. This is a very promising, very promising and exciting bag with all the potential for easy washing. No, there's no tags on this, so I don't think it was handmade, but who, you know, the seams don't look like it, but it's cute. Love that. This is foul, but we'll soak it and see what happens. Just a little cute little blouse, but you can see how disgusting this is. I did have a bunch of stuff that I've tried dyeing, and the dyeing is not, it's a little splotchy so far, but we'll see. We'll keep trying. This is cute. It's a little, I don't know, like, this might be a little girl's dress. I don't know. I'm obviously not going to try it on now. Once it's clean, I'll put it on myself and or the mannequin and see. But it feels like, oh, my nose is itchy. It feels like Indian cotton, and it's got these little gold dots there. Obviously, there was some kind of tag. Let's see. Can I? Probably would benefit from a soak, to be honest. Yeah. All right. We'll see. This is cute. Just a little cotton sweater. A little cropped, wide. Oh, that's not, I thought it was maybe another Ralph Lauren. That was just a clump of fuzz. So let's see. I think we can machine wash this too, which is nice. Here's the tag if anybody cares. Ariella. Yes, we like this machine washing business. All right, what is this? Oh, this is cute. This is, I think, a boy's shirt. Oh, this is awesome. All right, boy's shirt, filthy, obviously. Like, this is like a t-shirt material, maybe slightly more substantial than that. Ocean Pacific hoodie. It's got the kangaroo pocket on the front. Obviously the great graphic. So this I will put in my kids show. And I think it does have a hole. Yeah, let's soak this. It's got a hole at the pocket, but again, it's a little like on the distressed side, so that's not terrible. Another one of these handmade skirts in a very cute little print. Look how cute that is. If you have a size 26-inch waist and you want a whole bunch of floral skirts, come join my Whatnot shows. They'll slowly appear there over time. All right, this thing, I remember this. This is like, somebody is making this and it's not done. So let me button this for you a little bit. Or they cut it, but it seems like, all right, so there's this cute little camisole style top, right? And it's got this, you know, like sort of embroidery and everything. But the bottom hem is all raw. So I don't know if somebody cut it off of something else or has not finished. It's got to be, yeah, it's cut. Because, like, look, this is, I don't know. It's like they cut it and then hemmed up one part. So, what the hell is in here? And there's a piece of wood in there. So, I have to do something with that. And then another camisole top. This is very cute. And I think that this is fine. I mean, fine in terms of sewing. It's obviously filthy. We're going to soak these regardless of whether they actually, yeah, I'm going to soak them. And then a skirt. So this is good. At least the skirt and the camisole, the second camisole, are good to go as far as like construction. They don't need additional fixing. And then the other camisole thing, I don't know. I'll see if it's whatever. I don't know if it'll be, I don't have the skill to hem it nicely enough, but you know, we'll see what happens with it. All right. Some white pants. These have a fun little wide leg, but they are, of course, disgusting, and they're white, so naturally, you know, they're going to need a good soak. I have a whole bunch of other white stuff that I've already, like a bunch of white jeans and stuff that I soaked that are not done soaking. These are such nice wide legs. I like these. All right. Soak. What is this? Oh, this is a blouse. Nice. Does this match one of the skirts? I am not sure. Maybe. So, yeah, I think that matches one of the skirts, but I think I threw it too far away for me to see. It's got a John Henry tag in there. And let's see, definitely is going to need a soak. Need a little soaking. All right. Another plain, what is this? This is Liz Claiborne. It is silk. Has a massive safety pin in the waistband. Let's take that out. So this will be rough because I think it's probably filthy enough to require a soak, but it's like this, that slubbed, not slubbed. You can't even see the texture because it's a stupid phone. It's silk. It's kind of like that slubbed silk feeling. Like it's very soft, a little more textured, but it's dirty. So I don't know how this is going to soak. You can't soak it in Oxy because Oxy and silk don't get along. So I have to find something else that's going to be strong enough. Here's a cute little camisole top that's disgusting, but it's plain white. So we'll soak it and see what happens. Maybe we'll try and dye it. Here is a, feels like silk, could be polyester blouse. I think it's polyester actually. Pretty filthy. Yeah, I don't know if that's gonna come out, but we'll see. We'll give it a wash. Soak and a wash. See what happens. It's cute. And this is another like men's sport coat that is not with any other pieces. So we'll see. Put this with suits. That was bag number 2. We're only at 23 minutes. Let's go for bag number 3 and see what happens. These is so much dirt. I did not untie this in advance, which was probably a mistake on my part because the last 2 were a little more challenging to untie. But here we go, sort of, maybe. Very warm right now. It's cool outside, but I'm sweating inside. Here we go. All right, attic dirt. This looks like a lot more sweaters. Hold on, let me take a little seltzer here. Keep it out of the dirt. All right, these are all sweaters. So the sweaters I'm not dealing with yet because it's June, so they can wait a little bit. let's see. This, oh, this is cute. I mean, it's just a blue sweater, right? But it's got this nice little trim here, whatever. Tags that the camera does not want you to see. It doesn't look, it's got maybe a couple little moth nibbles, but nothing too tragic, I don't think. That's cute too. So we will put this in the, I've already forgotten what some of my piles are. So this feels very soft. It's a gigantic cable knit sweater, which is super fun. Like, this seems nice and cozy. Like, if this comes clean, this is nice feeling. And like, yeah, I feel like this is hand knit. This is nice. I like this. I might have to actually tell my friends about it in case they want it. A lot of this stuff, you know, it's stuff that was sitting in the attic for decades and hasn't been gone through. And, you know, neither of them has a particularly vintage aesthetic. So the stuff doesn't hold value for them in that sense. And it's not really sentimental, but, you know, we'll see. Like, I think if it was something that they would, this is really cute. I mean, it's just an orange sweater, but I like the tag. Okay. But if it's something that, you know, might fit in with their modern wardrobe styling, you know, and they knew that one of their, either their grandmother or their mom or somebody knit it, that could be a nice thing to have. This is just a cute little, probably also handmade sweater. This is very dirty, it feels like. The problem with the handmade, is it's hard to know what it was made out of. There was a bunch of yarn in the attic that was primarily acrylic, but of course there was some wool, so we'll see what happens. These are fun. I forgot about a lot of these. Here's another just slim ribbed sweater. This is really soft. What is this? Let's see. This is, ooh, yes, it's cashmere, and it says Trimmingham's, I think is the tag, right there. Zipper up the back of the neck. That's nice, and it does not look like there's holes. Like that. I'm gonna have to sort through some of this stuff a little bit separately. So far I've been kind of sorting through and putting like the men's suits all in a box to be dealt with later, the sweaters or wool pieces to be dealt with later, and I think I'm gonna need to break it down for myself a little bit more. Little red sweater. It looks like there are some, you know, so there's this like stain there. What is this made out of? This is all wool. I don't think I see any holes, but yeah, so we'll have to just hand wash that, or delicate cycle wash is probably what I'll end up doing with a lot of them. It depends. All right, little skirt. This is cute. It's filthy. Evan Picone. I'll show you the tag in a second. So, and I think it's wool. So because of the stains, all right, because of the stains, I would probably want to soak it, but I don't know. The fiber content tags are like faded away. So we'll see. This will have to go in a, I don't know. It's going to stay with wool. See, I don't know whether to put that in the soaking pile or the wool pile. I could sit here all day and organize the piles though. That's the other, get all caught up in that BS. So this is really cute, but disgusting, right? But I really like this. This is very pretty. Feels like wool. I don't think it's handmade based on the construction. Nope. That's just a size tag, but it's cute. I'll show it to you. All right. I mean, whatever. It's not like, it's just, it's fun. There's no brand tag or anything there, so it definitely will need to soak. But it's cute, so I'll give it a shot. This is also just a, I mean, obviously just a plain turtleneck. This is baby blue. I don't know if you're getting that with the lighting. And Ellen Tracy, 100% lamb's wool. This is also pretty yellowed. Like, I don't know if you can see it as well, but there's, you know, yarky spots. So that's going to need some, maybe more than just a wash. It might need a soak. This is very soft. I like the boat neck kind of situation, but it's gross. And lamb's wool, Angora, and nylon. So we'll see. Some of these are going to be a challenge, but we'll see what happens. And when I do take them to the laundromat, I just run them through the washing machine first, and then sort of like check them over to see like if stuff was kind of questionable. I check it over to see if the stains are gone or if it needs to be soaked, and if it needs soaking, then I obviously don't put it through the dryer. So this does not look like it's got holes. It's just another one of these guys. So that's cool. Another red sweater. And I don't know if it's handmade or not. It's soft. It feels like wool, but like a softer, almost mohair style. I don't see any tags, but I also don't really see any big holes, so that's good. I like that. I mean, I guess at least, oh, what is happening over here? There's like an entire like colony of grossness there. Okay. The good thing about having so many red and orange is that they're easy to like make little soaking batches. So another like burnt orange kind of sweater, just villager. And again, I don't see any obvious moth holes. Oh, now there's a little one, but nothing too terrible. Small enough that I could kind of stitch them up. It'll be visible, but I don't know how to knit or crochet or any of that stuff. So this one might be a goner. It looks like tons of moth holes already, which is heck, 'cause it's a cute little green. Cute little green. Where is it? Oh yeah, down here. Let's see. Yeah, there's like a whole little family of moth holes down there. If that's the only spot, it might not be too terrible. Another one of these guys. So we'll see what happens with that. This I think is just a scarf. So, or one. And it is ice wool. That's what the very faded tag says, and you can't see it at all because thank you lighting. All right, what is this? This is cute. I like the colors. And who is this? B. Altman, professionally dry clean. It does not have fiber content on it. It does feel kind of acrylic-y to me, but it does say professionally dry clean only. Do not use coin-operated or self-service method of dry cleaning. That was apparently a thing for a little while, these coin-operated dry cleaning machines, but they ended up doing away with them because of some sort of toxicity issue that I can't remember. I read something about it once. Little scarf. Ooh, this cute skirt. Very tiny. Oh my God, it's really tiny. So let's see. Tag is cute, but man, where's the tag? Dean's. It says size 10, but I mean, good God, this is like this. I feel like this is like 25 inches. It's so small. But it looks pretty cute. All right. What is this? Oh, this is very gross. So this is like a pink, just a shift dress. That's the tag, which is cute. I want to say linen, but it's like heavier, right? And it definitely needs soaking. It's disgusting. I don't know. All right, we'll see. We'll just soak it, see what happens. What is this? This is another turtleneck sweater. Cute, slim. Doesn't look too dirty, which is nice. Some of these were folded up, probably this one, like folded up fresh from the dry cleaner in a dry cleaning bag on the hanger. But again, they still just stink like stinky attic. So they definitely need washing one way or the other. Another one of these skirts, so cute. Oh, look at that, Braemar coordinates. Adorable. Okay, looks like it doesn't have holes, which is nice. Another turtleneck sweater, has a zipper at the back of the neck. This feels like not wool maybe, but ooh, it's Pendleton and it is wool. show you the tag in 1 second. That'll be nice. Pendleton. That's very cool. But again, filthy. So I have to do something to it. What is this? We're almost done. This is another skirt, another one of those handmade, that same pattern with that same waistband, but obviously a heavier material, probably acrylic. And I think we can just do regular washing machine. And even though it's not quite the season, since it can just go in the washing machine, I'm gonna deal with it. Here's another probably wool sweater. I think this has, I don't know if it has holes in it. Yeah, it's got some holes in it. So I'll see. Pumpkin colored wool sweater. Look, I feel like it's got a few holes in it. 100% virgin wool, so I'll see. But I'm not gonna torture y'all with a full inspection. And, oh, this is the last thing in this bag. Okay, just another basic skirt. Buttons down the front. Another one of those things that I'll probably end up donating, maybe. Yeah, but looks like it's clean enough to just be thrown through the wash. So that was more at a call. I do still have 2 more garbage bags that I have not done a video on yet, so there will be more coming after this. And visit all my links below. And by the time you're seeing this video, some of it, I don't know, some of it could be sold, some of it could be freshly listed, some of it may still be sitting in a box not dealt with yet. So I'm taking a long time to get these videos loaded and a longer time getting this stuff processed, but I'm working on it. So visit my links like Etsy, eBay, whatnot, maybe Depop. I'm thinking about getting rid of Depop, we'll see. But yeah, if you are interested in any of the stuff, you may find it there. So I hope you enjoyed this. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you again soon.